Hi again, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I think I just decided to make this a bit of a fairy flower series because all these videos are really close together and on the same kind of theme. So if you're not tired of seeing all my flowers, then stay tuned. I want to show you what I've been up to. In the last video, I just made this lid to go on my jar that's going to store all my flowers. And this is sort of my take on a shabby loopy flower. I just wrapped it, and tied it in the middle. And pulled the little loops to separate them. And I added sequin trim, and I added beaded trim. Oops, is it kind of blurry? Let me see, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's much better. And I placed it on a doily, and this is the lid to my jar. It fits on there, but what I want to do is pour out all the flowers I've been working on and show you them. So maybe I will separate them into different colors. I've had in my head to make the most fairy-esque flowers that I can imagine. And, oh, sorry for shaking the camera. I hope I didn't just make you super dizzy. And I've really been just making and making until I see what it is I think I like, which just now I saw something I don't like. When you singe the flowers, they can tend to get a little bit brown on the edge, especially if you get too close to the flame or hold it there too long, and this one has some of that on there, and I just snipped that off. Some people like it and they say it makes it look more vintage, but on a flower, fairy flower, I don't really see that. So I'm going to separate these by color, and I'll show you some of my favorites, and then maybe if you stick around with me on this video, you can help me figure out how to put some of the centers in. I was mentioning in another video how I have trouble sometimes with the bling, like brooches and diamantes and stuff, because I feel like they give the fairy flower a little too heavy of an appearance, and I want it to look really light and airy. So yeah, that's kind of the little, it's not a dilemma necessarily. It's just a choice I'm not sure about right now. Okay, so I'm going to use this plate. Hopefully it'll work because it's white. But these are some of the melted pink ones. I love this pink. And I thought I had 3, but I guess not. And this is one where I have the little slight dilemma on what do I want to put in the center. Now I have this trim, and it's iridescent, and it's pretty, but part of me says it's plasticky, and I don't know if I like that, but I might try one. Let's see what one will look like. So it's got this iridescent kind of plastic piece, but it also has a white ribbon rose in the middle. If you can see that. Oh, I'm not getting that iridescent to sparkle like it normally would. You can see it a little there. I think it might be pretty with just some pink lace underneath. Did I bring that pink lace? Anyway, I have these in the same pink realm. Oh, and I just love them. I think I got to the point where these became my favorite. There should be one more tiny one. Here it is. Maybe you can see why. It just takes on such a nice shimmery look, and they look like they might float off the page. And that's kind of, I mean the plate and that page. But that's kind of what I was going for light and airy. So those are the pink ones. And one of those might even make a beautiful center for one of these, yeah. So I'm not in a hurry. I still want to make what I see in my head become reality, so I'm not going to glue any of those together yet. But then I made these in the teal-y green color, minty green color. And these are like this, and I had just some of this sequined fabric that I've been using on various projects. I just plopped some in the middle, and this is a real shimmery gray organza. And one of these might be nice with bling, a bling center, because of the gray that's already in there and the silver. So I think I'm probably going to go with something like that in the middle of one of these. And then I made one that sort of looks like applique to me. I love it. I cut around an embroidered piece that was some gorgeous embroidered work on a dress. And it had these nice cornflower blue colors and teal colors, and then this is one of those really pretty marshmallowy appliques that I got gifted. And then on the back it's just some doily or crochet lace from a little poncho that I had bought. And for the longest I thought I would just keep the poncho and wear it, but I have since taken scissors to it, and I'm happy I did because I'm using it in various projects. So this is more of an embellishment. And then I have another whimsy one. This is sort of a one-of-a-kind, but I took some velvet and melted it in around the edges, and then just tucked in some of this teal sequined chiffon-y fabric from a dress. And then inside the center is a crocheted flower with a little bundle of sequins. If you can see that. I don't know that that's one of my favorites, but again, I was just playing, seeing what I could come up with for the most whimsical looking fabric flowers that represent fairy to me. And I want to show you something else. If I can, where did I put those? Anyway, I'm going to create a flower. I'm going to do a video where I'm creating flowers, and so I'll wait until I find that. But you know, these are petals that were gifted to me in a huge jar from Dee Dee Seacrest, and they looked like this. And what I discovered is, and these are like the flowers you can even find on those leis at the Dollar Tree. I think you can just separate them. I don't think that's what she did, but I think that would be something you could do. Anyway, I found that they sear beautifully or melt beautifully, and after you melt them, they take on even more of a whimsical shape, which I love. Yeah, they melt so pretty. So if you get some of these little silk flowers from you know, like those little leis, they're cheap, they're only $1, but look how pretty they crinkle up. Let's see if I can show you. See how they crinkle up so nice? And then you can layer those, which I'll do in another video because I want to make some flowers with you. You can layer them up, and then they take on even more of a beautiful petal look. That's my opinion. But then these are stamen that I took loopy trim and I just melted it again over the flame. I've just had a lot of fun seeing what ribbons and different fabrics will do. Now these petals I didn't melt. I'm going to try one though while it's already created and see what happens. Well, that kind of burned. I don't like that. I do think you have to be careful though, because if you use Fabri-Tac glue, I think that glue is highly flammable. Oops. And that just went in my wax, which isn't good. So be very careful when you're using something on an already created one, because I would hate for it to go up in flames. because of the type of glue you used. So yeah, this is just me experimenting on camera, which isn't always a good idea because I'm melting it, but I'm not really liking it. I think I would like to melt them first. Not to mention it burned a little on the edges. And you can snip that off, but you can avoid that by just melting them before you turn it into a flower. Okay, so I snipped those off, and I'm not hating it. I still like how they crinkle up so beautifully. So these are the 3 that I did with the variation of petals and colors, and I think they're very fairy-esque. I really like them. I think they'll be pretty on fairy projects. So those are those, and I always have a favorite, and this one's probably more vintage fairy, but this is a Prima flower in the center, and then I have layers of this crocheted lace, and then this heavier linen fabric, and I just kind of layered them and layered them and layered them and frayed them, and then finished them off with that Prima flower. And I really like this one. And then I got this one started with the melted satin fabric again. I don't know why I made that one upside down. Oh well. And it just needs a center. And again, I'm in that quandary of, do I want to put bling in the center? Do I want to put just like a flower in the center? I have some options. I love those crocheted doilies where they put the where they like have crocheted pansies. No, that's not gonna work. But anyway, I won't make a decision on this one yet either. I think I just wanted to show you the flowers I've been crafting and my favorites, which are these pretty little airy organza ones with the variegated iridescent beads. And I really like the applique one. And the teal ones I like a lot too. I'm not sure about centers. I might not have to put centers on these. And then there's the organza gray one. And the satiny pink ones. So there's just a few that I've been working on. I really like this one. I don't know if maybe just the sequin center would be all it needed. But it's been one of those flower power kind of weeks for me. Here's another one I didn't show you. It's got lace trim with the crocheted roses and satin lavender ribbon, and then I just tucked in some little leaves, so to speak, of lace. And this one I'm waiting for the right lavender diamante kind of center. I think it needs some purple in the middle, and I don't think I have any, so I'm going to hunt through and see what I might have. So thanks for watching. Just wanted to show you some of the fun little flowers that I've been creating this week. Here's a teeny little snippet one. It's got a little dangle there. Okay. Well, you all continue to have a great day. I hope that's what you've been having. If not, I hope it definitely gets better, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.